Hello dear student, this is Rajman Singh and today I am going to teach you, going to revise you the chapter Getting Future Ready. And dear student, in this chapter the modern technologies are described here about the human robots, about the driverless car and etc. So dear student, be concentrate and listen carefully and see this video very carefully. So dear student, let's start. Getting future ready. Advances in science and technology have made life faster and easier. It means with the help of technology, we can do the work in less time and this is very easier to us. So dear student, and more convenient for us, and this is also more convenient because technologies are very good for us and we can do with the help of these technologies many things in easier way. So dear student, this chapter is very important and I think this is in future this will help you and you can see these new inventions in future. So dear student, self-driving cars. I will tell you about self-driving car, a car that is self-driving. There is no driver to drive this car. It will move automatically and this is the modern technology. This may be in future. Soon you could be traveling to school in a driverless bus. We will tell about you about the bus that you come to school by bus. If there is no driver in the bus, then you will think that this is very surprising. But in future, it may be that your bus will move without driver and you can come school by bus, by driverless bus. So dear student, a driverless means self-driving bus or autonomous bus is a vehicle that can drive itself all the functions and all the time in any place and under any condition without any human intervention. Such cars have several inbuilt systems and software that are programmed to sense the environment and operate safely on the road. So dear student, in future it may be so a driverless car has technology that allows it to not only steer the wheel but also apply the brakes and park the vehicle, judge distance between vehicles, interpret traffic signals. It will do everything by self. That is called automatic car or driverless car. That is a driverless car and it can see pedestrians or trees fallen on the road. If there is tree that is fallen on the road, and slow down or break it, can feel the rain and turn on the wipers, and it can monitor traffic in front of this and take a diversion in short way. So dear student, driverless cars do the job of driving, navigating, following routes and acting on reflexes while on the road. A driverless or self-driving or autonomous car is a vehicle that can drive itself all the time in all the ways and in any road and on in any condition. So dear student, some difficult words that you have to know. Gauge. What is gauge? Gauge means measure or calculation that we count, and the next acting on reflexes means responding naturally and quickly, taking without any second. Dear student, I think you know about the some major points that I have described in this chapter. Self-driving cars can help the elderly and those persons with physical challenges move around us. If they are physically unfit, they cannot drive cars, they cannot drive bus, they also drive the car because it automatically moves by the technology. So dear student, these cars are expected to be safer to use. These are more safer to use and therefore could reduce the number of the accident, number of the traffic violences and the accidents. However, driverless cars are only being tested, that too largely in the United States of America. It means in India our technology is not so fast, but in America the scientists are working on this topic. But with the automobile industry bringing out improved versions every year, driverless cars with the varying levels of autonomy and cars could well be available soon, and many of us might own a thinking driving car before long. So dear student, if you think about the driverless car, you think about the driverless bus, then your dream will fulfill in future. But before that you have to be ready and you have to think very sincerely about this, and you have to wait in future. Some points are here that you have to know about this. And dear student, the human robots are also the modern technology, and you know about these robots that in the movies and in the stories you have studied about the human robots, and robot works like a man, but you can say more than the man. Robot works better than the man. and some lines are here. Are robots all brain and no heart, all intelligence and no emotions? Robot has no emotion because it is made up by the human beings, and it is also called a machine, artificial machine, but it works as a human. So dear student, this is enough for you today, and we will meet in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.